ਪਿਛਲੇ 24 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਕੁਇਨਜ਼ਲੈਂਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਾਕਡਾਊਨ ਦੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਦਿਨ 2 ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕੇਸ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ। ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਐਨਾਸਟਾਸੀਆ ਨੇ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਨਵੇਂ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਬ੍ਰਿਸਬੇਨ ਦੇ ਪੁਰਤਗਾਲੀ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਕ ਕੇਂਦਰ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਮੂਹ ਦਾ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕੀ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਸੀ। ਦੂਸਰੀ ਇੱਕ 31 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਔਰਤ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਬ੍ਰਿਸਬੇਨ ਅੰਤਰਰਾਸ਼ਟਰੀ ਹਵਾਈ ਅੱਡੇ ਤੇ ਕਤਰ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨ ਦੇ ਚੈੱਕ-ਇਨ ਕਾਊਂਟਰ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀ। ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੱਲ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਪਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਪੁੱਛਗਿੱਛ 'ਚ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀਮਤ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਗਈ ਸੀ। ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਣ 'ਚ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ੋਰਾਂ ਸ਼ੋਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ, ਸੋ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਅਗਲੇ 24 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਹੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ। ਉਧਰ ਨਿਊ ਸਾਊਥ ਵੇਲਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ 24 ਨਵੇਂ ਲੋਕਲ ਕੋਵਿਡ-19 ਕੇਸ ਪਾਏ ਗਏ ਨੇ, ਜਦਕਿ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਅਤੇ ਪਰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਕੇਸ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਰਾਜਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੈਸਟ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੈਕਸੀਨ ਲਗਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੁਇਨਜ਼ਲੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਨਿਊ ਸਾਊਥ ਵੇਲਜ਼ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰਸ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ।
All right, good morning everyone. Good morning Queensland, and a very good morning to all of our Facebook Live followers this morning as well. Thank you for joining us. And of course we are still in the southeastern Townsville in the lockdown, and I want to give Queenslanders an update about where we are. So today I can report we've got 4 new cases. 2 are overseas acquired detected in hotel quarantine, and 2 are local. Now of those 2 local, some good news there. One is a close contact of the Portuguese restaurant, and they're already in quarantine, so very good news there. And the second one is a 37-year-old woman. She works at the Qatar check-in counter at the international airport. She was unwell. She went for a test on Tuesday. It came back positive yesterday. She has been to very limited places around her local area, so Dr. Young will give you an update about that. But we are very encouraged at the moment that we've only really got those 2 cases. So very encouraging news today. Can I also add, as well as that, we've got to look at the whole situation. We have had record tests in the past 24 hours. I want to thank every single Queenslander who has come out and got tested. We've had 29,990 tests. Well done. And of course we have had again a record vaccines delivered, 18,162 by Queensland Health. So that of course is fantastic news. So all of this, the fact that we've had a large number of testing, plus we are not seeing more wide-scale community cases, is very, very encouraging. So I thank Queenslanders, but we're not out of the woods yet. We've still got another 24 hours to go to see what happens over the next 24 hours, and we'll update you tomorrow in relation to whether or not we can lift that lockdown. But like I said, it is very, very encouraging news at this stage.
Thank the more than 68,000 people across New South Wales that came forward to get testing. That is outstanding. It's off the back of a number of days of high testing rates, and that is really important for us to be able to tell to what extent we've captured the virus in the community. So thank you so much to all of you coming forward and getting tested. But thank you also for the staff. We know that many staff out in the cold, wet weather have been working long hours to make sure we test as many citizens as possible. And I just want to thank everybody involved for the great work to date. Overnight, New South Wales had 22 cases of community transmission. So New South Wales is demonstrating a steady rate of cases at this stage. To date, our fears about huge escalation haven't materialised, and we certainly want to keep it that way. One other pleasing thing I do want to report on is half of those 22 cases were already completely in isolation. So 11 of those cases were in isolation. 5 of them were in isolation for part of the time they were infectious, but 6 of those were still infectious in the community for a number of days. Now, what we want to see moving forward in terms of positive trend is a higher proportion of people in isolation for the full time of their infectiousness. Now, that's something our health experts will be looking at. Dr. Chant advised us that's one of the key things that health looks at. We're talking about the success of a lockdown. So what's really important is for all of us to keep doing the right thing, because if we keep doing the right thing, everything we hope to achieve can be achieved in the time frame that we've discussed. So please know that if all of us continue to work hard together, we can achieve what health wants us to achieve, what all of us want to achieve in the time frame that we've discussed. I know there's a lot of commentary on a lot of states across Australia are facing some level of lockdown or some level of restriction, and I appreciate every state leader has a particular direction for their state. So I just ask New South Wales citizens to please keep following the advice that Dr. Chant has given all of us, that Dr. Chant provides to me and the government, because that is our assured way of seeing this lockdown end when we'd like it to end, and also our assured way of dealing with this very infectious strain of the COVID-19. Today, Minister Dominello is here from Service New South Wales to outline some additional requirements we'll be asking businesses to do, businesses that currently don't have QR codes, including takeaways, to make sure that when we finish the lockdown, when we emerge from the lockdown, that we have those extra measures in place to make sure that we're completely covered with this new, more infectious strain of the virus. Now, we know that we do need to think about things a bit differently when we come out of the lockdown, and we're already starting to think about what life will look like between coming out of the lockdown and also once the majority of our population is vaccinated, because in that intervening period, we know this very contagious strain of the virus is something we've not dealt with before in this way, and therefore we will need to consider what COVID looks like, or what COVID life looks like between coming out of the lockdown and also when the vast majority of our population is vaccinated. But I just want to urge all of our citizens to keep doing the right thing, because it's working. If all of us stick together and continue to do the right thing, we will hopefully see those trends continue with a greater proportion of those cases identified in isolation. Health and we don't worry about those cases that have been in isolation the full time of their infection, because we know they haven't been out and about in the community. And whilst venues of concern have increased overnight, we're also expecting that to taper off, because if you look at the dates where those venues of exposure occurred, they were before we went into lockdown. And we certainly hope that if people are doing the right thing, if people are staying indoors unless they absolutely have to, well, then those venues of concern will start to reduce in coming days, and that's something we want to see as well. So I just want to thank everybody for your efforts. Just remind everybody that if we continue to do the right thing, if we make sure we're following the health advice, that we can get out of this in the time frame that we've described. But that depends again on the next few days. It's early days. So you might hear people commenting or giving their opinion, or people surmising about what may occur. Well, nobody knows, because the truth is in the numbers. The truth is in the cases. The truth is in the results that we achieve. And the secret of our success, or the measure of our success, will be to make sure that as cases emerge, and we know the numbers will bounce around, we are still expecting a bounce up, but the numbers will bounce around. As cases emerge, the proportion of those cases who've been in isolation for the full time of their infection will be a measure of our success moving forward, and that's what we want to see. So thank you again to everybody. I will ask Dr. Chant now to give the health update. Deputy Commissioner Warboys will remind everybody about the importance of compliance and how important it is for all of us to do the right thing. Minister Dominello will talk about the new changes to QR codes, additional changes which will come into effect from the 12th of July.